Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What I want to do with you right now is explain kind of what this post AP test video terms project is. And the best way that I can summarize this is it's the night before the unit test or the night before finals or the night before the AP test, and you're kind of frantically going through terms lists and you don't remember who a person is or an event is or whoever, whatever the term is. And a lot of times, if you're like most students, you Google it, and Google is great, but it also brings up everything in the history of the world on that individual. And you're probably thinking, okay, who is Erasmus? I don't really care when Erasmus was born. I don't care that his father was a shoe cobbler and his mother was a homemaker. I don't care that his dad really wanted him to go to school to be a lawyer. I don't care that. I need to know who Erasmus is. I need to know big picture things. I need to know the impact that Erasmus had, and I need to know why he is so historically significant. So rather than in the past having to sort through all of this rigmarole and all of this jargon about Erasmus, what you are going to be doing is you're going to be getting a term and you're going to be creating a 2 to at max 3 minute video that summarizes who Erasmus is. And we are going to use this in the future for future students. So we are going to take your videos that you are producing and we are going to link those to the terms list for future years. So the current sophomores, next year when they're juniors, are going to be watching your videos, and the current freshmen, when they're juniors, may be watching your videos as well. So it's important that you do a good job, just not to embarrass yourself for more than anything, right? But the idea is they can now come, rather than just Google Erasmus and get a sentence and go, is that enough? Or get 10 pages and go, that's too much. They're going to be able to watch your 2 to, again, at max 3 minute video on Erasmus, who Erasmus is, the significance of Erasmus, why the historical implications then and in the future that Erasmus had. You're going to have visuals that go along with it. And it's not going to be just a huge amount of text on the slide. You're going to really be just elaborating overall. So this is kind of the idea of the project. Now, what we're going to do now is I want to walk you through the steps a little bit more so you are sure to do this properly. The first thing that you're going to need to do is to determine which your term is. And to do so, you are going to go to this list and you will see that we have the entire list going through. So you're just going to locate your name. Mr. Paler's kids are up on towards the top and mine are towards the bottom. If you have questions on which term you have, you can obviously let us know. Now, once you have your term, what you're going to do is you're going to create a 1 to 2 slide PowerPoint. And that's going to really focus in on your term or your event. Think about, and this is just kind of some guiding ideals for you. What is the background of your event or your individual? Why is your event or term significant? Why is that a term that we are focusing on? What is the historical implications of your event moving forward? So what does this individual, what impact, here's who they are, but what impact do they have moving forward? Or this is an event, what is the long-term ramifications of that event? Now, as you are putting together your slides, be sure to include visuals when appropriate, and be sure just not to have an entire slide of text. Remember, the true learning is going to come from the video and the audio that you are producing. And it's what you are adding. Sure, I have text in front of you right now, but I'm giving way more information than what is just present here. So once you have your Google Slides prepared, your 1 to 2 slides, however you want to break it down, you're then going to use Explain Everything or your app of choice, and you're just going to record an audio where you're going to go through your 1 to 2 slides and you're going to record a 2 to 3 minute, very brief, but very precise and very accurate summary of your event. Then when you are done with that, you are going to export or save that video, and you are going to save it to the appropriate folder. Now you guys have access and edit rights to these folders that are linked right here. So if you have, for example, have chapter 12, humanism, you are going to come into this chapter 12 folder, and this is where you are going to save it. But you're not going to do that before you properly label it. So you are going to label your term or your event as is such. The chapter, dash, and then what your term, your name of your person, your event, etc. is. This is essential because Mr. Paler and I have to go through now and link 150 plus videos to a study guide. And we also want them sorted properly so they are more useful for students in the future. So I hope this all makes sense. If you have any questions on expectations, etc., please contact Mr. Paler or myself, and we can definitely give more information. Other than that, have a great day. Thanks for listening.